Mr. Travis Peavy, and man, Travis, I'm excited about tonight. Tattnall County just came on the field and just doing their last-minute stretches before they run through their little entrance over here that their cheerleaders have set up. They've got a small little banner, but nowadays you don't need anything fancy, do you, Travis? I'm not sure which way. I believe they're on the west end, and it looks like we're on the east side. I believe that this, excuse me, I got it flipped. They're on the east, we're on the west side. So our Red Raiders are lined up behind our Bacon County banner now, and our captains are on the sideline. It looks like we have one captain over there being escorted on the field with the referee.
Looks like it's Jacob Griffin, senior offensive lineman.
Tattnall County is escorting out only one captain as well. So it's game time. We're about to be on. Our coin flip sponsor for the game, Travis, we've got First Franklin Financial in Alma. And I'm going to have to stand up here. I'll tell you what, they got these chairs in the press box that are about 16 inches off the ground, and the desk we're at is about chin high. I feel like a short person up here trying to see over to even be able to see the field.
Well, our Bacon County Red Raiders just busted through the banner, and they're on the far side from us. We got a good contingency that we've brought from Bacon County tonight to witness this game over here. We are in white tops, red hats, of course, and we got black bottoms. I love the simplicity of our uniforms. There's nothing really flashy, not a lot of stripes. It's just numbers, jersey, and pants. But, man, it looks clean. It looks really, really good. And when it went to a different helmet design this year, we've got the horns up. That's our motto. And we've got something that looks very close to the Minnesota Vikings horn, with the exception of the fact that it's white with red hats rather than purple with gold with the gold horns. Tattnall County looks like Georgia Tech.
They do.
They got dark blue tops, gold numbers, gold pants with a dark blue hat. They don't have the gold helmet like Georgia Tech does, and I don't know why I know so much about Georgia Tech. I know far more than I want to know about them, to be honest with you. But anyway, they are athletic looking. They have some size. Of course, recently, just about every game that we go into, we go in undersized. But we got people like Joe Thomas. Even though he's not big, he is very, very quick on the front. We got Woodbury, who, again, is not big, but they're built low to the ground. They're able to get up underneath the pads. And just they're able to do some things on our defensive front. And to me, our defensive front is one of our strengths. We're so quick up front, and it gives our linebackers, of course, the ability to make plays. And we've got some very good-looking young players on our defense. And I'm just excited about what's fixed to take place.
In Raider Nation, before we start the game, if someone, I know there's probably people asking how they can tune in. Unfortunately, here tonight, it seems that radio is the only way, and I think we may have lost signal there.
We did.
We'll take a quick technical break.
Got us busy.
Hi.
Hey, man. We're back.
All right. Here we go. I'll get you back in just a second.
Okay.
And we've got.
Everybody, welcome back, everybody. Tattnall County received the kickoff and brought it almost to midfield, brought it to their own 49-yard line. And on the first play from scrimmage, they took for about a 3-yard gain. They're sitting on our 47-yard line. 47-yard line of Bacon County is second and about 7. Second and about 7. Quarterback looks everything over. This is a little bit different set. They play things tight. They're going to turn and hand the ball off. They're going to try to hand it off and run it. And our number 24 for us, that's Cawthorn. He comes off the edge. Brady Cawthorn, first year playing football. This is Wesley Cawthorn's brother, and makes a stop. And now it's going to be 3rd and about 4 on our 45-yard line. We just got the game started. Only about a minute has run off of the clock. And so
and we may have a little difficulty in and out. There's very little service here, no Facebook, no video, no cell service. So we may struggle tonight.
they're going to hand the ball off, and we had him, and he got out of the clutches and falls forward. We had him actually stop for about a yard gain.
But he never stopped pumping his legs.
He didn't, and he fell forward for a first down, and he's down to our 37 yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tattnall from Bacon's 37-yard line. They were just a shoestring tackle away, Joe, from breaking this thing open for a kickoff return. The hole just opened up, and luckily Tamarcus Pruitt reached out and grabbed him on the foot as he was going by and tackled him.
That tight end for them, Travis, looks to be about 6'6", maybe 290, 285.
Yep. They're going straight ahead. They feel like they're going to be able to run. You can already tell. They're going to want to eat up the clock, keep the offense, keep our offense, our high-powered offense, off the field. They're going to line up because they're bigger than us, and they feel like they're going to overpower us and just push us off the ball. It's second down. It was about a 3.5-yard gain. They are inside our 35-yard line, sitting close to the 34. It's going to be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. 9:47 left in the first quarter.
We're showing, see if we can get somebody, little penetration here.
They're going to hand the ball off again, and we beat him in the hole that time.
We closed the gap. Made the stop just back at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So,
and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, he was.
There was just a plethora of players for us. It looked like one of our linebackers, number 25 for us, Nathan O'Neal, may have been the one that made the initial hit. But nice play, nice play. It was either 25 or 24. It was either O'Neal or Cawthorn that made the initial hit, and then there was just a bunch of us that piled on. So it's going to be 3rd and 7.
See if they pass here, Travis. They only got one wide receiver down low here.
We did not jump off sides. They're going to hand a little, what we used to call a cross buck. He's still moving, and we drag him down. They done a little motion, looked like they were going to hand off to the left, and caught a running back inside, handed it off inside, going back to the right, had us fooled a little bit. They're going to get a first down. Nice play call by Tattnall County. As you've already alluded to, they had to cancel the game last week with Jeff Davis due to some COVID concerns, and they've had 2 weeks to get ready.
Yep.
For Bacon. They know what our tendencies are. First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Tattnall on Bacon's 17-yard line. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first. They're big up front. There had to be some type of movement on them.
It looked like the center to me.
Yeah. May have moved the ball. That's good news. Going to back them up 5. Give them a 1st and 15. Going to put them back on the other side of the 20, on the 22-yard line. 1st and 15. White Hat cranks the clock. Clock running again. 8:20 left in the first quarter.
And again, another chance here. We got to make a stop. They're pushing hard, deeper and deeper in our territory, and our guys are scrambling around, still trying to adjust of what they're doing offensively.
They're going to go wide on us, and they got a hole, got a seam. Little running back's quick, and he's going to fall forward. Not for a first down. Maybe he may have him spotted for a first down.
I
It's
think
going to
he's
be close.
about 9.
He's going to be about a yard short. That's a 14-yard gain, looks like. Maybe a yard and a half. Going to be second and 1. Second and 1 on our 8-yard line.
And again, they're taking their time, staying in the huddle, letting the clock run, and just trying to keep this game in their control.
Kind of reminds me a little bit about all the championship days of Valdosta back in the day. They ran 6 plays. They just ran them very, very good. And that's what they're doing to us.
That's right.
They're just running these plays right at us. They're big. They're going to try to push us off the ball. I don't expect them to throw very much. They hand the ball off inside. Coming off the edge may have been Cawthorn again. It was.
Yep.
Brady Cawthorn, he is dynamite off that edge.
He sure is. And he got back there and got a hand on his hip and managed to hold on and then just wrap up around him and pull him down.
3rd and 1. I don't think there was any gain.
If anything, there was about a quarter of a yard loss on that. It looks like now it could be 3rd and 2.
Yep. In this situation last time, they run kind of a little Bucks inside cross buck is what years ago is what it was called. They're going to bring someone to motion. They're going to hand it off to 23. He's going to have a first down.
And this is again a shotgun wing tee is what they're running. And
can I tell you that I hate the wing tee?
No, I know.
I hate it. They're on about our 6 or 7 yard line. 6-yard line, 1st and 10 at 6:21. They're eating clock up. Exactly what they plan to do. This is a good game plan for them. We're going to have to counter. They're not in yet, but we've not had an answer so far stopping their running game.
Well, 2 good scenarios here is we either stop them and hold them to a field goal, or we can create a turnover.
They're going to turn and hand it off inside. Big 23, he's pushing, and we're going to drop him. He actually got penetration down to about the 4. He tried to jump over the pile. We caught him. Actually tackled him on about the 6, but his penetration had carried him to the 4-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4.
He had a ramp right up one of his players. He ran right up his leg, right up his back, and tried, like you said, to go over the line of scrimmage there.
I hope our defensive secondary doesn't go to sleep but with all this running, because sooner or later they're going to stand up and throw it. That tight end is big, isn't he?
He is a big fella.
Boy, he's a good-looking athlete. Turn and hand the ball off wide. We got him, but he steps inside and scores. We had penetration. We were there, but he stepped inside and scores with 5:11 left. Almost 7 minutes up on the clock. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left. Tattnall 6, Bacon nothing. They're coming in for the extra point. Looks like they're going to try to kick it. Now the quarterback is running the kicker back off. They may be going for 2 right here. Don't be surprised at all. They want to do as much as they can. I don't know. He is lined up now for an extra point, but we don't. They're getting a T. That's what it is.
There we go.
Do we have a?
I don't see a play clock anywhere.
I don't either. That's a little bit.
Yep. Sure is a long time.
Straight toe kicker, and it's good. So with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first quarter, a 6-minute and help me here, 6 minute and 49 second drive. Tattnall 7, Bacon 0. Really, really deep. We may be able to get this ball in good good position here if we can get somewhat of a return. Our return man, 21, Jaquan McMorris, took a punt to the house against Brantley last week. They're going to kick it, and they're just going to basically kick it and get out of bounds, please. And we pick it up, and we're in trouble.
And it's a live ball.
We're in real trouble. Now we're turning it back up. Going to go out of bounds. Going to go out of bounds. So we got a penalty on the 10-yard line, and we go out of bounds on the 17-yard line. Man, you talk about fortune. Whew. They kicked a terrible kick. When it hit, it started bouncing back into the play field. Should have been kicked out of bounds and us get it on the 35. Instead,
it rolled right on down the line. It looked like a good bunt down the foul line.
We got a block in the back. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line, and we're going to line up starting 95 yards away on our own 5-yard line. And we're going to have to fight our way out of this mess right here. Their defense looks very athletic, don't they?
They do.
Mason.
I mean, quality size at almost every position except right here on your defensive backs are definitely their smaller players.
My goodness, we line up trips. We bring number 3 in motion. Mason's going to keep it and go straight up to Pite, and he's going to get very close to a first down. It gets about a 7 or 8 yard gain. That was a great play. We're going to spread them out is what we're going to do. We had trips down here to the bottom with a single receiver up top, 1 setback. We bring our slot man in motion and make Mason fakes like he's going wide, and he keeps it and goes up the middle for about a 7-yard gain. Second and three from the 12-yard line. Mason looks everything over. We've got twins to the top, twins to the bottom. We're going to turn. He's going to throw a zip inside. We make a great catch with our hands. Let me give you the number real quick.
It's number 11.
Number 11, that's
Tyrone Dean.
That's Dean. That's Stefan's boy, Tyrone Dean. Good catch. He caught it with his hands and had a defender draped on his back. It was a very good catch.
The defender caught him in the air when he caught the ball
exactly.
in the air.
We got a tight end in the game now, Moore. We hand the ball off to Bruce Brown right in the middle, and he's stacked up basically for a no-yard gain. Their big defensive line, I think we're right in trying to go wide. They're big and they're strong, and they stymied us right in the middle. Number 21 for them is coming off the field.
Looks like he's got an equipment malfunction.
Fred Booker, he's just a sophomore. Yeah, he is getting his face mask worked on or something. We got trips to the top. We got 1 setback behind Mason in the pistol formation, which is Brown. He turns and hands the ball off. Bruce has got a little bit of a hole. He's drugged down from the back by a linebacker.
Not very much gain on the play.
Maybe a 2-yard gain. Looks more like a 1-yard gain.
They're not giving us a good spot on it.
We're on the 22-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9.
Big play here, Travis.
It is. When you get stymied on 1st down, it puts things, you get behind the sticks a little bit, and it's a little bit difficult. Trips to the top. Terrion lined up in a tight end position. He's going out. They get the ball to Brown. He's going to fall forward. He's going to be a little bit short. He had to make a nice catch. It was thrown a little bit high, but he started stumbling, did make a move to get going forward, and they're going to down him on the 27-yard line. 27. I look for us to try to get them to jump right here.
Yep.
If there's any way that we can. It's going to be 4th down and about 4. 4th and 4. And they didn't bite. We're going to have to call a timeout, or either that or Mason's going to step back and punt it. But I don't look for that to happen. We are going to take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Is that a Burt CPA timeout? What timeout
That is our timeout report.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Crawford gets his foot into
He
it. Tell us
does.
about it, Joe.
That was a fine punt there. He was back on about the 10-yard line where he stood to make that punt, and the ball is going to be on the 25.
He boomed it. It was a perfect spiral. It was just what you picture a punt to be.
I would say it had almost 45 yards in the air.
It was a very good kick. Now
in
we've
golf,
got him
you
back.
say that was 45 yards a carry.
Right. We need to stop them right here. We need to let them know that we can stop them and get them out of their game plan. And I'm sure our coaches have been making some defensive adjustments. That's another good thing about playing 22.
Yes.
11 on the offense, 11 on the defense. When the offense is on, the defense can make adjustments. They're going to turn and hand the ball off wide, and they got a crease. And
we get a good stick on him, but that's after about a 11-yard gain.
Yep, they're going to get a first down up to the 35-yard line. Just that old wing tee that hides the ball, and you don't never know where it's coming out. And about the best coach I ever remember coaching against the wing tee was Bobby Johns.
Yes, sir.
So he told me on no uncertain terms, I love playing wing tee teams because I can stop them.
Yep.
And he did. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. They turn and hand the ball off wide again, and we got him, but that little running back, he's
Man, he
fast.
is shifty. It's going to be about it's a 12-yard gain on that play.
They're going to run the same play, guys, until we stop it. Right now, we're playing with a lot of effort, but I don't know that we know what's happening right now. We hadn't caught up with what they're doing. And they're going to try to get ahead of us and just make us earn it, guys. That's their game plan, to eat the clock up.
And it's definitely winding, a minute and 22 seconds. Clock's rolling. First and 10. We timed that well, but he still found a hole.
Trent Music comes up and catches him, drags him down. The problem with stacking the line like we're doing is that if they ever get that one step past that line of scrimmage, then we don't have a lot to stop them.
It's going to be a 3 or a 12-yard gain.
That's right. And it's going to be 2nd and 5, even though we had some good penetration. I'm not a defensive-minded guy. I'm going to leave that to somebody smarter than me. And 37 seconds left. Tattnall County on Bacon County 48-yard line. 2nd and 5. They're not going to do anything different till we stop them, gentlemen.
Nope.
They're going to hand the ball off wide, and there he goes again. He finds him a crease. We do grab him. Tamarcus Pruitt made a very good play. He made a play a senior makes. He stepped up, turned the ball back inside, whipped around and got him for about a half-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and a long 4. 3rd and 4. That's going to bring us into the first quarter. You're listening to Red Raider Radio here on Classic Country 104.3.
%70 of that quarter, their offense had the ball in their hands. I think 3 minutes of that quarter, 3 minutes and a few seconds that we actually had possession. And at this point, with this shotgun wing tee, we are struggling to stop them. They're running 1-2 different plays at us. Really, all they've shown us so far is about 2 plays, and until we stop it, they're going to keep running it.
It's 3rd and about 4. They turn and hand the ball off inside.
There we go.
Great play by
Man.
Cawthorn. And he brought the hammer. And you know what? Mr. Dancer that's been dancing, number 4, he won't be dancing much anymore
No,
because
sir.
he just got he got smoked. Like Brent said, he got smoked.
And that's one of them hits you make, too, and you can tell he's Cawthorn come up feeling that one, too. I mean, he put his whole body on the line to make that stop.
He sure did. That was one of them old-fashioned slobber knockers.
Yes,
He'll
sir.
remember that one. When he watches film next Monday, everybody's going to say, ooh, he hit you. They line up for punt. We're not buying it, don't look like. Their quarterback is actually their punter to bring someone in motion. And there goes the
they're
quarterback.
faking.
And we're
And
going
stick
to
him.
stop him. He may have – no, he comes short on the first down. They got a flag, illegal shift against them. Either way, we're going to either back them up and make them punt it. I think we've got the ball.
I say we take the ball.
Take the ball, absolutely. Don't mess with that punt stuff. If we stopped them short, great job by the defense up here.
And that's
we got
just
some
what we
high fives
needed.
going around. We got some high fives going around.
Yes, sir. And I like seeing our coaches down there in the huddle. They're fist bumping the defense coming off the field. Coach John David Sellers, even though he's coaching offense, he's letting them defensive guys know just how much he appreciates it to be able to get his offense back on the field.
Bacon County takes over on their own 44-yard line. We got 11 minutes, 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Now it's time for us to put the hammer down. They prepared for us, but I tell you what they can't do. They can't stop our athletes.
Yep.
They don't have anybody any farther than 5 yards off the ball. They're bringing the house. Mason.
He's going deep. We wide open. We are wide open. If he can just get down.
And Terry Oz touchdown. Great play. They're biting on everything.
Sir.
That'll teach them to play 5 yards off the ball.
43-yard touchdown pass. I believe that's number 9 for Mason Michael on the season.
I think it may be longer than that, Joe. We was on the other side. We
No, it was.
from
Excuse
the
me.
43-yard line, so it's more like a 57,
Yeah, okay.
56. 53.
Yes, I'm too excited, Travis. Y'all got to keep me straight.
Okay, Brent says 61. It don't matter.
It
We're in the
don't.
end
It was
zone.
big. It was big. That's all you need to know, Raider Nation.
This is big for
us. It
us.
was big.
This kick is big for us. Come on, Mesa. You got to stick this one, baby. They're offsides. Offsides is what the side judge is calling. We may go for 2 here. I don't know what the coach is doing. How's you gambling? How you feel, coach? How you feel? We're going to get – he's going to decline it. We're going to go for 1. Don't blame him. He just wants to get back to even. We're going to let the coach be the coach on that one. I don't disagree with it at all. I wouldn't disagree if he went for 2 either. So it's just the coach's feeling. Good snap, ball down. Mesa pops it through. That's good.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
here we
sir.
are locked up with 10:57 left in the second quarter. Your score, Bacon 7, Tattnall 7. We got a game going on over here.
That's right.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
His family.
Bacon lines up to kick it off from our own 40-yard line. Tattnall is back. First kickoff, they just about took it to the house. It was a shoestring tackle by Tamarcus Pruitt that saved us. And he approaches the ball, and he just kicks a little onside, and we're there, and we got
it.
The ball. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. We
Did
got
we
the
get it?
football.
Really?
Yep.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
no
we're
motion yet.
celebrating.
Okay.
Go ahead. Great call by the
Absolutely.
coach.
More high fives
Yeah,
in the
high
press
fives
box.
in the press box. Brent Johnson, you leave me hanging one more time. Taking off my headset. Great play call by our coach. Come on, coach. Great kick by Abraham
Yes.
Mesa. Let's go, big boy. First
and that's
and
what
10.
we got to regain some momentum here. We got to put them on their heels, and let's keep them under pressure.
First and 10 from Tattnall, 46-yard line. If they still want to play 5 yards off the ball, we've let them know that we will throw it deep. They're still coming out. They've got a game plan. They want to stick to it. It was a great we didn't even mention Michael's throw.
Yeah.
It was a perfect throw, but he stood with two people bearing down on him. They smoked him when he threw the ball, but that's what quarterbacks do.
And he's flushed.
He throws it out, and we –
Oh, man.
That was a great play by Mason.
It was. And, and when you're getting pressure and flushed out of the pocket like that and you're throwing off your back heel as your fault, rolling out, and he was a little short and Bruce couldn't quite get back to the ball.
Actually, for him to even get it in his vicinity was quite a play.
And it hit Bruce just on the fingertips and bounced up, and Bruce couldn't make a dive to catch it. It just bounced out too far.
I don't see us making much of a living in their middle. They've got 8 people in the box.
And they are studs.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the sheer size of their athletes there. Oh, good move.
And a flag comes in from way downtown. Yep. He must have saw something. I don't know if it was a hold. That's normally in the area where there is a hold on the offense. And it's an illegal push, I guess. Illegal blocking the back on us. I knew it had to be something in the area of our wide receiver. You don't see it. I mean, it was not. The only thing it could have been is possibly a defensive holding.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that backs us up to the original. Well, actually backs us back farther. We're second now and about 18. Second and about 18.
Yeah, going to be a long play. Yep.
Yeah, that'll kill a drive. They're not going to let us get behind them this time, even though the slant is there. The seam route is there.
And they're blitzing. And we got a man open. Oh!
They reached up right at the last minute.
Yeah, he made a good play on the ball. Their defensive back made a very good play on the ball. Got a hand on it. It did bounce up, and as our receiver was falling backwards, he just couldn't get a hold of that wild ball after it had been tipped.
They get a flag on us? Nope. It's 3rd and 18. 10:23 left. I don't know what's coming right here. Brent's calling for a screen. We're going to have
they got Terry on up top. Got him in man coverage. That defensive back is much smaller than him. If you hit him on a slant, he's gone.
They're bringing the house. You can bet on it. We got it blocked pretty good. We throw the ball out to Keelan. He's breaking down the sideline. He's going to come up a little bit short.
But great play call.
Sure
good call. And a good effort there by number 3.
They're going to call a injury timeout. Their 2 players collided. And we're going to take a 30-second injury timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
Decent amount of pain over there. He's still rolling back and forth on the side, and we prayers for him right now. It looks like number 2 for Tattnall County, Day.
Yeah.
11th grader.
Malik
Day.
They're trying to get him up. That was a shot that he took. He's a defensive back, and I don't know if he took a shot on the shoulder or what. No, he's favoring a leg, looks like. An ankle maybe or a knee. That's not good.
No, it doesn't look too good. Well, prayers for nothing major there for this player, and if it is, we pray for a speedy recovery. They're helping him get off the field now, and he is completely favoring that foot, not even putting it down, no pressure at all.
Some early scores: Brooks County 14, Mitchell County 12. That's going to be a ball game over there. Warner Robins 3 and Houston County nothing. Appleton 17, Statesboro 7. Oconee County 13, Thomasville nothing. Toombs up 7-0 on Berry, and Pierce County up 14-7 on Eagles Landing Christian. And Tift and Irwin are in a dogfight. Tift 7, Irwin County 6. So that's just a few of the scores in this area. We'll keep you up as best we can. Coffee is leading Glen Academy 14-0. Fourth down, we're going for it. Trips to the top. We got a single set to the down here to the bottom. We're trying to get them to jump off. We've already called one timeout with that. Now coach is calling the play in. We're definitely going to go for it here. Let's see what happens. We're going to throw the ball.
Dropped. He dropped it. Would have been a first down if he could have come up with it, but it was a little low. Difficult pass for Terrion to come up with, and that's going to turn it over on downs.
That beautiful onside kick went to naught, but
yes,
we had one penalty that just killed us, and you can't get too far. We got within 4 or 5 yards of a first down.
And they're playing man on man, and no safeties back. I mean, they're loading the box on us, and they're daring us to run it, and
well, they're just saying you're not going to run it.
Yeah, you're not going to run it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm all backwards tonight.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I know what you're saying. It sounds just like something I would have said. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Tattnall turns and hands the ball off, and they've let us know what they're going to do offensively. And we
Good
stop them for about
a
1, maybe a 2-yard gain. I thought that.
It was a very favorable spot on that.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be 2nd and 8, 9:23 left.
Long 8.
Yeah. Our defensive front now is beginning to get the feel of the game and what Tattnall's trying to do.
And it's a tough thing to read. Even up here from the press box, we got the best crow's nest view in the house, and we can still get fooled up here.
Yep. Now they got, from the shotgun, it got a traditional wing tee look. They bring number 6 in motion. They're going to hand it off him. We got him turned back inside. We were just not getting any linebacker help right there.
No.
I mean, we had time to be able to slide a linebacker over. I don't know if we committed to blitz, but Tamarcus done his job. He turned the player back inside. That's where your linebacker's supposed to be. But they were able to get about a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2, a long 2. 3rd and a long 2. Right here, we need to stop them. We need to stop them. We need a loss right here, really.
It would sure help.
Help them jump off sides or something. They're pulling.
Run
they
that
got
same
plenty
play.
Of players, and they're going to get a first down, barely, but they do get a first down. They're pulling 2 big offensive linemen, and whichever way they're going, they're pulling those linemen, and they're kicking out. It gives them the opportunity to pull those big guys with the quarterback staying in the shotgun. It gives them just enough time. And that little running back, they're just staying back there waiting for a little crease, and they're quick, and they step inside. But defense is holding. They're on our 49-yard line now, 7:50 left in the second quarter.
And again, we are getting a little better here. We're keeping them to shorter gains. If we can just maintain that hopefully we can finally get a short stop.
There goes the quarterback. We got him in our sights.
Oh, he gets the edge.
To Marcus. We gotta have him stopped. You let him get the corner. You never let him get the corner. That should have been at least no gain, but instead they picked up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the Bacon County 43-yard line. 42-yard line, I'm sorry. 2nd and 3 from Bacon, 42-yard line. Good play by the quarterback. Tamarcus had it strung out.
He
Kept
did.
trying to get him inside, but he just dipped around the edge. Good block, I guess we'd have to say, on the defensive back. We're walking a linebacker up. He may back out. No, he's coming. They hand it off. We had him, and we're
still
going to
got
drop him for a loss. Good play by the running back just to fall back forward to get back close to the line of scrimmage. But we had him. Number 51 made a good play. That's Joe Harris. Good play for number 51 and our number 70.
And good
also
penetration on the backfield, in the backfield on that play. And just enough to make him do a little sidestep. And we had another linebacker be able to come in and catch up with him and keep him for no gain.
This is a big play in this half. This is a big play right here. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3.
6 minutes and 40 seconds. Clock's rolling.
Turn and hand the ball off wide.
And
we got him.
Make a stop.
We're going to make a stop, but I got a feeling they're going to go for it. They get about a 1.5 yard gain, and they're going, I don't know, he spots him back to 40. It's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Let's see what Tattnall tries to do. If I'm here, I'm going for it.
Especially how they're moving the ball.
Right. Time for us to come up with something big. They can really hurt us right here if they throw the ball, if they complete it. Because I got a feeling we fixing to sell out to start the run. I wouldn't mind putting my defensive backs on an island out here and say, if you got somebody, you got them.
Yeah.
And bring everybody else in. Trent Music is our strong safety. He's backed up about 10 yards. Now he's about 8 yards off the ball. Coming up, we just got our base defense. They're going to turn and hand it. He pushed
we
him
stop
and
him. We get it.
The quarterback actually pushed him down. We stopped him.
Great job, defense. Who was that? Number 70.
Yeah. That's Jermaine Bradley.
Jermaine Bradley.
Moving
what
here
a
from
play.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yes, sir.
Their quarterback turns and hands the ball off, and then he pushes him with all his might. I'm pretty sure he pushed him down, but we had players there. But anyway.
We got enough time on the clock. We got 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The score is still 7-7, tied up. Bacon County's got the ball. It is first down and 10 on our 40.
We're going to try to run the ball now.
No, he pulls it. He gets it off. We got good coverage.
That's right. There
yes,
you go.
Sir.
There you go. Defensive. It's got to be defensive.
He couldn't get to the ball. Offensive, defensive pass
interference. Good call. Everybody's booing up here.
Yeah.
We're sitting on the Tattnall side, but that was classic defensive pass interference if I ever seen it.
What are they doing? Why are they marking it back 15? Now they're marking it forward.
Yes.
I guess their guy got confused.
Evidently. He had one too many pork chops on the way to the game.
He did. He looks like me out there trying to referee.
No. I know because I stopped the same place and got some pork chops.
You met him there.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Tattnall. Bacon on the other side. We're in our enemy's territory. I like it when we get down here offensively. We bring Keelan Peterson in motion. Mason keeps the ball, falls forward for 2. May have been better served that time on the read to let Peterson tote it himself. Bruce Brown comes out, and for the first time tonight we see Guyton. He's got a heavily taped right ankle. He's been gimpy a little bit all year. But I can tell you one thing, you give him a crease, whether he's limping or not, he's going to outrun you, yeah. We got Terrion Moore lined up wide in a single.
Up
top, split in position. We got trips down here to the bottom. Got one setback, which is Guyton. Michael's looking over, getting the play call. Offensive coach giving
We go for another big play, and
There
he's
it
got
goes.
it.
There it goes.
Another
There goes
Terry on. Yes, sir.
Boom!
I tell you what, Travis.
Keep playing up 5 yards on
That's
the ball.
when you play man on man, and you're outmatched. He was tied up for 8 yards with Terrion trying to bring him down, and Terrion just drug him to the end zone. I mean, that is a grown man play right there.
Listen,
How far of a-
grown man play by Terrion, but you could not have had a
That was
prettier pass.
Perfect.
He could not have
Absolutely
walked
perfect.
up and handed it and put it in any better place. Great play by quarterback Michael. Second long touchdown pass to Terrion Moore, and your Bacon County Red Raiders are up 13-7 with 4 minutes, 44 seconds left. We're running a player on, a little bit short on the extra point. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left. Bacon 13, Tattnall 7. Mesa looks to kick it through. We need this big.
We do.
Good snap, good hold.
Perfect.
And
Right
he's
down
good.
the middle.
Right down the middle. There it is, Bacon County 14, Tattnall County 7.
That is
You're
a way to
listening-
respond.
Yeah, you're listening to Red Raider Radio.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Back, everybody. It's exciting over here in Tattnall County tonight. Beautiful night, beautiful football weather over here on the campus of Tattnall County High School, playing the Battle Creek Warriors.
Again, what a
Nickname,
mascot
yeah.
name right there.
Mesa kicks it. It's a good kick. He
Making a fair
it.
catch.
Yeah, on about the 28, 29-yard line. 27-yard line's where side judge is going to call it. So it's 1st and 10 from the 27 for Tattnall. They're on 27. Got a beautiful moon rising up over the pine trees. Man, I love South Georgia.
The
in the
only
fall.
downside to that series right there, Travis, that worries me, we left a lot of time on the clock here. So we definitely need a big defensive stand. We don't want to allow them to get a trick play. They haven't thrown all night. So,
I think we're fixing to see it a
we're
little
probably
bit.
about to see it. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the second half.
And I know our coaches have told them, said, look out, they're fixing to start throwing it some. They have an empty backfield. They bring one of their slot players in motion. He's coming wide. We got him stretched out. Just where's our linebackers?
Oh, man.
Where is our linebackers?
Good gracious.
Either our linebackers are being sucked inside or are getting smoked on the inside. I can't see exactly what's happening, but we had a defensive tackle that was in position, but
He
he's
just-
just not fast enough.
No.
And they take the ball all the way down to their own 49-yard line. Big gain.
And plays like that suck the air out of you.
Yep. About a 22-yard gain.
And look at that blood moon coming up over there.
Pretty. They got a single slot. No, they got a slot to the top. Got a wing back down over the tight end. They bring a player in motion, number 4. He fakes it.
And they're
Now
gonna
he's going to go
pass.
deep. He throws it across
And
the
got
middle.
a man open.
That was a very good football play. Their big number 24. Is that the – he don't look like he weighs 300 pounds, but he does look like he's about 6'6".
Yeah.
Number 24 from them is Aaron Proctor. He's a 10th grader. Good-looking tight end.
That's their other tight end.
Okay. And they are down at the 28-yard line of Bacon. 3:43, plenty of time left for them to try to score, tie this game up. They are doing something a little bit different.
And we called it, we figured they're going to have to try to get the ball down the field a little bit quicker with this 4 minutes, now 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. They're going to hand it off.
We still got him wide, but he's dipping inside.
Oh,
there
and
you
we
go.
stopped.
Good God.
Joe Harris just grabbed him from the backside and said, come here, boy.
And when he did, he threw him down. But you know what?
And
when that running back gets touched, he don't want to run much. He goes down pretty quick.
Well, that ended up with a loss on the play.
The 1 yard loss.
Yeah, 1 yard loss.
2nd and 11 from Bacon's 34-yard line. 34-yard line.
And a good job by Harris to just get in there in traffic and be able to get a hold of him to pull him back for a loss on the play.
Really about a half-yard loss, but we'll take any loss. DeMarcus lined up on the slot man.
Clock continues to run, 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
Quarterback, he's being pressured.
And that should be a flag, and they're not going to throw it.
No. Good play by Joe Harris. He is so quick, so quick.
I don't think he was much as held as he was pushed from the back. He was pushed down.
It'll be 3rd and 11. They had the big tight end.
But we got enough pressure on the quarterback and flushed him out of the pocket, and he threw that way short, way short. It was closer to our man than it was their man.
I think it was actually kind of in between their deep guy and their crossing guy. But old 24 is a good-looking athlete.
He is.
3rd and 11, 2:30 left. The clock stopped with the incomplete pass. They got 2 wing backs. They got twins out to the top, long quarterback. They bring number 6 in motion. They hand that crossbuck again.
Oh,
great play by Cawthorn.
Man. And what a big block he come off of, too.
Man, that boy's a football player. I can't believe this is his first year playing football.
I mean, that guy's twice his size, and he come off that block like he's been doing this for 3 years, Travis.
You know, Tattnall really don't have a choice except to try to run out some clock here and go for it. I've seen their extra point kicker, nothing against him, but he's just an inline straight kicker.
And he gets under it a little bit. It goes high and straight.
I would think they would try to make us jump off to make it short, and I was thinking wrong, and they're open.
Oh yes.
Great
All
play.
right. Good job,
DeMarcus got in
defense.
the line. The
and
guy
Bacon
was open.
County makes a stop.
They were actually open in the flat. It was a good play call, but DeMarcus, he just stood right where he was supposed to, and they had to kind of throw it over him. And we had some pressure up the middle, and the quarterback sailed it a little bit high. We're going to take over. 1 minute, 38 seconds left. And I don't know. You know, we're here in enemy territory.
Yeah.
Are we going to try to go for it, or are we just going to
I say we go for it.
Now,
we got the athletes. You know, that last year scoring drive that we had happened in about 60 seconds. So it was 2 plays, 60 seconds. If we can get down here to about the 50 to the 45 again, we're in good position to make a play because they're not putting any safeties back. They're loading the box up. Yeah,
they're still playing
man
5
to man.
yards off the ball. Yeah, they're bringing it. We got him. We got plenty of time.
And he's open.
Great catch by Keelan.
And we're right in position right now.
Great catch by Keelan Peterson.
And that was about a 30-yard.
30-yard completion.
Yeah.
And Bacon inside Tattnall's 50-yard line. We're on Tattnall's 48-yard line.
We're right where we need to be. And we're going up top to Terry on. Perfect. We got it again. Woo! Same play. Raider Nation, 3 touchdowns, 3 big plays by Mason Michael and Terrion Moore. Oh, my goodness. Is that not awesome?
Oh, my goodness. This is a thing of beauty. Mason Michael is on fire.
And Terrion is too. They just can't stop him.
Can't stop him. He's big. They're trying to play him with an undersized guy who's quick.
And again, they had pressure, just came and ate Mason's lunch.
Listen to me, college coach. You need to be looking at our quarterback over here.
My goodness.
Good hold. We kick it, and it's
Perfect.
good again. And just like that,
yes, sir.
Bam, lightning strikes. You say 60 seconds?
That's a statement right there.
23 seconds.
Yes, sir. That's a big
seconds.
statement. Good job, Red Raiders. Good man.
Job. And we're going to take a very excited Red Raider radio timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
throwing it on us. 48 yards. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's got over 150 yards receiving, and so that means Mason's at about 200 already passing.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm tired.
It's fun to watch, man.
Great job by our Red Raiders. Great play call by our offensive coaches.
Maybe, yeah. Hey, get a shot of that moon right when halftime.
It was 23 seconds.
Get over and shoot the scoreboard.
23 seconds and lightning struck again. We've had I don't know what the first one, 60-something yard touchdown pass. Then we had a 40-something, and now we've had another 40-something, all in the same area with the same player, quarterback. Again, great kickoff. Great kickoff. Great kickoff. Yes. We just don't let him catch the edge. We don't need to let him catch the edge. He's caught the edge. Oh! 7, get him! Trent Music drags him down from the back. That is one of those things where you kick it deeper than his coverage. And we put them in play with 56 seconds left. Thank God for Trent Music. He caught him. He was the last hope. We don't need to let them in the end zone right here. This is big. I do see our defensive linemen coming out with their hands on their hips. They're a little bit winded. They've been pounded by people that outweigh them about 25 or 30 pounds a person. We got a white hat timeout. He's calling a personal timeout. I don't know what it's about.
I think they.
On the 29-yard line of Bacon, Tattnall County's on our 29-yard line with 56.8 seconds left. Bacon 21, Tattnall 7. It's been an electric game from our passing game. Tattnall has come out, stacked the box, didn't have anybody any farther off the ball than about 5 yards for most of the first quarter. We only held the ball for about 3 minutes in the first quarter. Tattnall has held the ball. They run. Our defense have been on a lot longer, even though we're up 14 points. They bring number 6 in motion to fumble.
Broken play.
We
got
got
a
hold.
hold. There we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bring it on back. Nobody get hurt.
There you go.
Yep.
Great play by our number 5 right there. He had him, the quarterback, zeroed in on the sideline, but Rasheed Slade, a freshman, made a senior mental choice.
Yes.
He could have smoked him, but rather than get a personal foul, he pulled up. They've got a hold. It's going to back them up 10 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 20. Great play.
We needed that.
Great play. And I don't know if you call that a hold by their big offensive lineman as much as you would a tackle.
While we got a second here, and I got to give the Bacon County Wall of Fame just posted today that Gary Graham holds the season touchdown passing record from 1962, still holds today with 15. Well, guess what number right now Mason is at?
What?
That was number 11.
Number 11. Wow.
And we got a lot more play to go, so there's a high possibility, that Mason could jump on this record and become a new Bacon County record holder.
I can see him when he's my age, and y'all induct him into the Wall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Mason Michael. Now they're going to throw the ball. All right, number 12. We got our number 12 out here with their lone wide receiver, Tamari.
Timeout. Or delay a game, okay.
Great. We're going to
We'll
back
take
them up
that
5
too.
more.
And that's a big mental mistake by their coaching staff.
You know, I called that it was going to be a 10-yard penalty, but they were so far back, that was actually more like a 15-yard penalty. And another 5. That makes it first
21.
25.
No, they're 21 behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so that's
31. It's 1st
yards.
and 31.
Which first down really don't matter. They're trying to get in the end zone at this point.
They've got 32 on the scoreboard, but it's 31 yards.
31 yards. I look for a little screen or something
We
they're
got
going to try to do.
some pressure. Oh, fumble. And we got it.
On it.
Did we get it?
Yes, we did.
We
Bacon
got it.
County's on
Was that Cameron Crawford? That boy has got the biggest magnet for a football. Coach Goss called it. He said he ain't never seen a player that's got a magnet to his chest like Cameron Crawford's got.
Big Cameron Crawford.
That's like number 6, Travis. Number 6 on the season. We got 41 seconds remaining. We scored in 15 seconds, and we got the ball on Tattnall County's 44-yard line.
I don't know who.
Same play.
I don't know who threw or who made that tackle, but that was picturesque.
I almost want to say it was Harris, but I could be wrong. I think that was Harris in there that got the punch on the ball, and Cameron Crawford was there to make the play on the recovery.
We got kind of an odd formation. I don't know that I've seen this formation. I know I haven't.
We're going to change sides. He's going up top right here. Nope.
Bruce. Keep running, Bruce, and you score, buddy.
Just a little bit overthrown. Mason Michael overthrew Bruce by about 8 inches, just a little more than he could dive out and grab. He did try to make a dive and grab for it. It was just, again, it was 8 inches over the top of him.
You know what I'm doing right here? I'm bringing Guyton in. I'm running the same exact play to the other side. That's not what our coaches are going to do there. We've got twins to the top. We've got twins to the bottom. We've got a single setback in Jamari and Guyton. Quarterback Michael looks it over. He takes the snap. They're bringing
blitzing.
In. And he's going yard.
Oh,
we're way overthrows.
Yep.
We're just trying to get in the end zone. 30 seconds left. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. We are on our own. We're on Tattnall's 44-yard line. 3rd and 10 from the 44. We got time, guys.
We do.
Got time. I think we may have 2 timeouts left. I know we. All I can remember is us taking one timeout when we were trying to get them to jump off sides.
And I give them credit here. They covered us well on these past 3 downs.
Yeah, but you see what they've done. They've dropped a safety back to the middle of the field,
yes.
too. And they've got their backs. They're back 7 or 8 yards. Michael, he's running. He's throwing the ball deep.
And that may be intercepted.
No, good play. That was a good play by Boatwright. They're going to call pass interference on us, but you know what? That was all that Boatwright could do, quite honestly. And to me, it was not pass interference. He was just trying to play defense. He went over the top. I guess it could be called that. I'm not going to argue with it. I see why the referee called what he did, even though I don't think it was the right call. But that's going to back us up. We may take a knee here. We can't? No. Huh? Got to punt it.
Gonna have to punt it.
That's right. It's 4th down.
No, we get another play.
Yes, because of that's it. That's right. 20 seconds left.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 25.
3rd and 25, yes. Now, Coach, run that same play you threw to Bruce Brown a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a pretty play.
Or set up this screen.
But since I haven't been right and the coaches haven't been wrong this game, I'm going to let
We're going to leave it up to them, aren't we?
Hey, trips to the bottom. We got a single receiver to the top. They're coming, bringing pressure. Now we're going to run that screen to Guyton.
And we got blockers.
Let's see what he does. They're going to bring him down back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down, and I think we're going to let it run.
Yep.
They're waving it off. They're letting it run, but the referees. Why in the world are they letting it run?
Did they just call a timeout?
I think we did with .9 left.
Okay. Going to make a decision here. One play left. Go for it on 4th down. You think?
Probably. I would.
Yeah.
The only thing is you got to make sure that you throw it where only your receiver can catch it. Should we go back to Terrion?
Well, it's worked 3 times, but their coach right now is coaching their guy up of wherever Terrion's going to be.
Whatever you do.
And they're probably going to put their best athlete on him at this point. Because we've outmanned them in that position that with the defender that they've lined up with Terrion.
You know what? Keelan has made a great catch. Dean has made a great catch tonight. We got other
We
receivers.
haven't went to Boatwright.
We just tried to go to Boatwright.
We did.
He made a great play. I can't fault the kid. The ball was underthrown. Mason threw it. It was kind of a duck. He didn't get all of it. He was running to his left and tried to throw back against his body 40 yards down the field. That's just hard to do. We got time.
We get downfield, and we get it. And he's going to go in, but
They're
we
gonna-
got a flag on the play
I think they're going to call offensive pass
Yep.
interference.
because we pushed off.
Or is it defensive pass?
Let's see. Offensive pass interference.
Offensive pass
against us.
interference. Man,
Well, it
That's
was either that or
unfortunate.
it be intercepted.
yeah.
So great play. That's going to end the half. Unless
Bacon
they-
County 21, Tattnall County 7.
I don't know, can the half end in a penalty? Unless they may take it to see if they can throw the ball deep.
Yeah, they're going to get 0.9 seconds here for one play.
What about a pick six?
It's going to bring up another fourth down.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's going to bring
I
up
know what I'm
another
thinking.
fourth down.
Yep.
We'll just take a knee here.
They're hoping,
No,
I guess, for an
Let
interception.
Mason drop back and let that 0.9 seconds roll off the clock.
They're in their prevent. You know what they say about a prevent defense? Prevents you from winning.
I'd probably take a knee right here.
Quarterback Michael.
Don't get hurt.
We'll go for a screen.
And we got it to Bruce Brown.
And
Come
we
on,
got
Bruce.
coverage.
Work your magic. Work your magic. Nope. 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 Got it
That's
back to
gonna run it
for
off.
a first down.
And they had a guy got lit up on the play right there.
Sure did.
Number 27. He's hurting.
He got smoked.
He did.
Guys,
Right in the
it's
gut.
been a great first half. Tattnall's doing their homecoming over here. We'll be back when the second half starts. We'll try to come back 4 or 5 minutes early to let you know about the rest of the game. But we appreciate you joining us, and we appreciate all of our sponsors for sponsoring us, and we appreciate Classic Country 104.3.
And our halftime sponsor is
Yes.
Lamar's Pharmacy.
Lamar's
Let's get
Pharmacy.
them give them a round of applause
Give them a
here.
round
So,
of- Yes. Thank you, Lamar's Pharmacy, and all of our fine sponsors.
yes, sir.
You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3.
It's time now for the halftime. Lamar's Pharmacy, 905 South Pierce Street in Allen. Lamar's Pharmacy, 905 South Pierce Street in Allen.
We'd have been able to put it hands on one more time and fold it up. That'd been easy. They close. They close. If they had to run that touchdown, kickoff back so far a while ago, that gave them a little bit of life right there. on Glenville or on 121? 121? I'm ready to watch some more football. How about y'all? Yeah, man. If we can go down and score, we get the ball on. Put this thing away. But it could turn into a dogfight. I mean, just the way that wing tee, man, all it takes is a crease, you know. And
I'm not going to be surprised if they bust one.
we got to give it our safety is our biggest net in this situation. That's right. That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got an SBLA 50 raffle ticket. Get it out.
Saved us on that daggone kickoff.
Our winning
We ain't kicked our coverage.
is 06.
How many times does that happen? Just like on the opening kickoff, he bobbles it. Everybody gets out of their lane.
If that's you, make your
Everybody starts going filing in for the ball.
06.
But if they hadn't got that big return, I think they'd have been done then. Because we broke their heart on that last touchdown pass.
I wish we knew. At some point, we really do need a statistician. That was so good last week. I got so many comments.
Yeah.
Now we got comments about the broadcast.
And the best person you can get is somebody that cares nothing about football.
All they want to do
All they want to look is looking at the numbers. Almost, if you get a female, would probably be even better.
make sure she's ugly.
Yeah. Because we don't want to distract us.
Make sure she's ugly so she don't distract our wives.
Oh, yeah, well, that too.
Looking forward to the week off.
I wish we had next week and the week.
You hear me?
Need new batteries in that thing? It's working.
Terrell Edmonds.
14-7 late in the third quarter. Pearson, CA, Eagle Landing, Christian, 14-7 Pearson.
Long County and Jeff Davis.
Well, if I had some internet, I could tell you right now, get on the radio.
Wayne County is up 3 on Benedictine. I hope they beat the brakes off of them.
I told him we're ready.
Welcome back, everybody. We appreciate you staying with us for the second half. Beautiful full moon has come up over the pine trees. It's a beautiful night here in Reedsville, or outside of Reedsville, on the campus of Tattnall County High School, as your Bacon County Red Raiders have come to do battle with the Battle Creek Warriors of Tattnall County. Beautiful homecoming festivities, and Congratulations to all of the beautiful ladies that was in the homecoming court.
It was a Miss Bland.
Yeah, Cammie Bland.
Yep.
Miss Cammie Bland. Congratulations to her, winning homecoming queen, and congratulations to her court, and just great hospitality here at Tattnall.
There
County.
has been,
and we appreciate all the good hospitality. Bacon, we started the game off a little bit slow. Tattnall had 2 weeks to prepare for us. They come out and they had their guns loaded. They knew exactly what they were going to do. After a time-consuming, almost 7-minute drive, it lacked just a few seconds from being 7 minutes. Tattnall scores with the first touchdown, goes up with after the PAT point after, went up 7-0. We kind of traded licks a little bit. Looked like Tattnall was about to go in again. We stopped them. Had a punt. We had a penalty on the punt and started us on the 95 yards away. And then not long thereafter in the second quarter, quarterback Mason Michael began to put on his air show between him and Terry on Moore. And 3 long
we had
touches.
A 43-yard touchdown pass, a 48-yard touchdown pass, and a 61-yard touchdown pass.
I don't know, but in Ware County, that adds up
Yes,
to
sir.
about 150 yards just in those 2 with 3 touchdowns.
And I don't know what their total time of possession was in that first half, but they've got us beat in time of possession. We just made big stops when we needed to, and, you know, it didn't take us very long to score, especially when, you know, Moore was not matched up well, and we took advantage of it, and, you know, within 15, 20 seconds, we making some big touchdowns.
I really do expect, we're talking about it during the halftime break, I really expect if they continue to give us the pass, we'll continue to push it downfield. But 1 or 2 touchdowns away, they're going to have to stop.
Yes.
I don't expect them to stay 5 yards off the ball. Towards the end of the first half, they were dropping back and were able to cover some of our receivers. But we didn't have enough time left to begin to run the football. But if they go back to a high safety and bring him back to the middle of the field, then look for us to put on our cleats and start pushing the ball forward.
And that may work in our factor for this second half,
Yeah.
because we definitely want to run the clock.
Getting some region scores. It looks like Jeff Davis is up 8-0 over Long in the third quarter. We've also got some other scores from around the area. One in particular that I take some glee in at this point. Wayne County is up 23-20 over Benedictine.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that upsets me about that is it's not 193-20 over Benedictine. I'll just be honest with you. Brooks County is tied with Mitchell County 28-28.
What's
like
the coach
Mitchell
over there? Danny Britt, I believe, for Benedictine is the head coach, and man, he sure hung some high numbers on us.
And enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlton County and Tift area is knotted at 14. Daugherty is up 14-13. Now I just got an update. Brooks is up 36-28 on Mitchell. Looks like they went for a 2-point conversion. Tift County, Irwin County is knotted at 14. And
that's big for Irwin, to be 14-all with Tift County.
Toombs County's 28-0 over Berrien County. That was 30 minutes ago. That probably is a halftime score. Coffey's putting it on Glenn 35-0. And let's see if I see anybody else. Coach, what's Jamie's last
Cook.
name?
Jamie
Rogers, who
Cook
coached
County.
who coached in Bacon for a while with Bobby Johns. His Cook County Hornets are up 28-0 or 28-8 on Randolph Clay. And that's just some of the scores that we have. As the scores continue to come in, we'll continue to try to give them to you. Right now, we have 1 minute and 35 seconds left before the second half kickoff, where your Bacon County Red Raiders will be receiving the ball. And we're going to see what we can do on the first drive. We're up 14. We're up 2 touchdowns. If we can push this ball across and get up 3 scores, it's going to put Tattnall in a very rough position. I would take the percentages, the odds there if I was a betting man that they would not be able to overcome 21 points, but you never know in high school football.
No, and you know, they definitely going to have to make some adjustments. Just like you said, defense, are they going to drop their safety back? They've been loading the box on us and covering us man-to-man, and we've won that battle in a very short period of time and made some big plays. And we credit that all right now, the majority of it, to Mason Michael and Terrion Moore. So if they go into that coverage, it is definitely going to open up our run game. But I'm curious to see here, just like when they got in their hurry-up offense, they started passing the ball more. And right now, being down, are they going to be kind of forced into that position, the coaching staff, to go ahead and kind of stay in that hurry-up type offense and mix it up, because they want to slow the clock down at this point in the game to give them more time to try to fight back.
And I'm in agreement with every bit of that. Now we see the chess match begin. Bacon's already on the field. We're hungry. We're lined up, ready to receive the football. The clock goes off. Tattnall's lining their players up. Coach is counting them out, about to line them up to kick this ball off. And we'll see what takes place in this second half of football. Next week, Bacon travels to Jeff Davis for our 2 weeks, travels to Jeff Davis. Are we open next week? We have an open date.
Yes.
Next week. That's right. Open date, and so we're going to be at home, kicked back, or go to another high school football game somewhere, and then we open up our region schedule at Jeff Davis. Waiting for the side judge to get to the side, and he gives the signal.
And we're back on.
White hat points. They
Oh,
kick
yeah.
the ball straight to Terrion. If he breaks,
Oh, my goodness. And our own guy knocked him down.
We tackled him from behind, and he had a crease.
Tyrone Dean ran into Terrion, and that's the player we would like. If it's going to be short.
That's not the one they wanted to get it.
No.
But we do get the ball, receive it, run it up to our own 46-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10, 11:56 left in the third quarter. Let's see what coach has dialed up, what kind of halftime adjustments we make.
I think we may see Terrion more in a tight end position where we had him out in slot and wide receiver, especially depending on how they line up. And they do drop the safety back. They're no longer loading the box at this point, and this is exactly our kind of football we like to see right here.
Now let's see what kind of run game. They're still stacking it in pretty tight.
Yeah.
Still stacking it in pretty tight with their linebacker. We hand the ball off, and Guyton's got
gets
a crease.
the edge.
And if we could get out of his way,
Yeah.
he would have scored.
I think he got a first down, 11-yard gain, almost. Man, they marking him 12.
That was one of the better tackles of the night.
Yeah.
Our offensive tackles really tackled our running back.
Yes.
First down, we do cross the 50. We're on our own 42-yard line, 1st and 10. In a hurry-up type offense, we turn and hand the ball off
Go
again
the
to
same
Guyton.
side.
Boom!
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
He's feeling that.
Guyton stands up over him and says, "Bring it, son." Number 2, he's had a rough night.
Yes, sir.
He's had a rough night. He's got some Bengay tape on his
He's
knee.
He's still shaking that one off.
When he comes back over, he's going to be getting him some Excedrin for the headache.
And Guyton is probably 140 pounds upstairs, and he's about 30 pounds downstairs, and he laid that whole upstairs on him.
Yeah. We turn the ball, turn and hand it off. No, we throw the ball quick in slant.
Good catch.
Looks like Boatwright. They got him held up. How about a whistle?
Yep.
And I'm in total agreement. Boatwright makes a beautiful catch. It's going to be first down. We're not going to let them stack the box on us. We run it. Now we, boom, pop them again. First down on our own, or on Tattnall County's 28-yard line. We're moving 11 minutes straight up left in the third quarter. Looks like we're going to a twins to the top. I'm not sure. Or twins to the bottom. I'm not sure what we're going to do right here. No, Terrion gets down in the tight end position. We got one slot back. We got one running back. He turns and hands it, and we're bringing the house. And
we got a block.
Gets the edge.
And he's out running our block, and he's just going to run out of bounds.
15-yard gain. Absolutely, down inside the 20, down inside the 15-yard line at about the 13-yard line. We've come out here. They've backed up, and when they did, we started handing the ball off and catching edges.
Well, you know, you talk about a chess match, and without giving away too much on the coach's show, this is exactly what Coach Goss was, you know, hoping would play into his hand right here. And, you know, he's going to start dissecting this apart.
He sure is. And you can tell there's been a lot of a coach's preparation and team preparation for Tattnall. Bruce Brown back in behind Michael. He fakes. Nope. He puts the ball on the ground, but he falls back on it.
Thankfully.
Yep, that's the first negative play that we've had on this drive.
I think he may have. No, it is. They're going to mark it short.
It looked like that Mason was trying to pull the ball, and Bruce snapped down on it. That's one of them read option things you see on occasion. Nothing big. I was just glad we were able to pop down on it. We don't want to do anything to give them any momentum. Real quickly, we get lined up. Boatwright sprints out here to the bottom. Turn, look. Ooh.
Nope. We overthrew.
But good play. We're running slant patterns inside, and we get the defender on our back. If the ball had been thrown a little bit lower, it possibly would have been a touchdown to Dean. Instead, it brings up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the 14-yard line. Tattnall 14. Michael, whole team is turned looking at the coach as he signals
It'll be an interesting play call here. You know, you're in this kind of very difficult area to what you're going to call.
Well, I'm trying to get at least 6 or 7 here and go for it on 4th. Maybe give our kicker a chance. Michael stands back. He throws the ball inside. Just exactly what we called.
Yep.
He picks up about 6 or 7 yards, maybe 8. But it's going to be 4th down at about the 6-yard line. Is that what I'm looking at?
From here, the
7-yard line.
And, you know, in this, if you turn the ball over here on downs, you've got them pinned deep. You know, you're going to make them go, 80, 85 yards if we don't.
And looky here. Terrion steps back at quarterback. We got both Bruce Brown and Guyton in the backfield along with Keelan Peterson. And let's see what happens.
What a play.
Touchdown.
What a play.
Oh, my
now that
goodness.
is some slick play calling right there by Coach Goss.
Okay, let me break it down. Y'all help me. We line Mason Michael up wide in a slot or a tight end. Split end position. We hand the ball off to Guyton. He races to his left. When he does, Michael peels back, going back towards the right, pitch the ball to him. Terrion releases from the tight end position. Michael gets the ball and throws it on a reverse for a touchdown to Terrion. His 4th of the night, Mason's 4th touchdown pass of the night. And the extra point is blocked. Score 27-7. Bacon 27-7 with 9:06 left in the 3rd. Come on, Red Raiders. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome back, everybody. Place kicker Abraham Meza kicks the ball. He's trying to pooch kick it, and it winds up out of bounds at about the 30, which is going to put the play in play. Let's see where they spot it.
My goodness.
They're gonna make us kick it again.
Yeah, they're gonna make us kick again. I was fixing to say there's no way they're marking that ball that far off. He just wasn't gonna throw it. He run it all the way down to his referee here.
Now we're kicking off from the 35-yard line. He needs to put everything he's got into it. Nothing tricky here. Just boom it, baby. Let's go down there and tackle him.
And, you know, if we kick it deep over here to the left side, they ain't got nobody over here.
Nope. Boom. And he kicks it and presses them back. They take it on about the 18 or 19-yard line. They got a little bit of a crease.
Nope, and our guy fell down. But we get him out, push him out about the 48. Yep.
Yeah, have to do a little work on our kick coverage.
Well, it's this side right here where we're coming up a little short, where we're getting a little bit outmanned and getting out of our lanes.
Tattnall returns the ball up to their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10, 8:56 left in your third quarter. Let's see what they do here. I'm interested to find out offensively if they're going to still try to run the football, being 3 scores down, 3 touchdowns down. We got one wing back, one tailback, twins to the top. They hand the ball off. They're just going to let big number 23 ramble.
He slips out, but
There
man,
comes
Trent Music.
Yep. I don't know where our linebackers have been. I don't know if we're trying.
They're getting bunched up.
I think either getting bunched up or we are bringing some blitzes, or it's either that or their linemen are reaching our linebackers.
Yeah.
And I'm really not looking. But about a 6 or 7 yard, about a 6-yard gain. Tattnall on Bacon's 50. Bacon's 46, 47-yard line. Same set. Hand the ball off. He's looking
We
for
got
the hole. We
good
got him right
penetration
there.
over there, number 25.
25, number 50, number 51.
And that would
Was
be
that 57?
Nathan O'Neal was the one that really got in there and caused the disruption.
Number 57 for us, Terrell Edmond, a freshman. He's playing more and more as a freshman.
He is.
He's playing nose tackle right now. Somebody said he's a big boy. I've been called that before. 3rd and 4 from the 46, 47-yard line of Bacon County. Quarterback number.
Fumble.
Drop it. That's good, and I like it.
And look at what number was on that ball to almost come up with that.
22.
Cameron Crawford. Again, he was a split second away from recovering that fumble.
Their quarterback is number 9. They don't have him listed. They don't have a quarterback number 9 listed. Evidently, he's wearing a different jersey. So I'm really not sure who their quarterback is. This may be the first punt. They tried to fake one earlier.
They did.
And we stopped them. 4th and 8.
Ball's on the 50.
Dead on the 50. And our little lightning bug, Jaquan McMorris.
And bad kick.
Watch out. Don't get out of the way. Get out of the way. And he has an effective kick, even though it's not very long. He was able to kill it in the middle of the field on about the 30-yard line, 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Bacon from our own 29-yard line. Let's keep the party started. Let's keep it going right here.
Yes, sir.
And we're running to the field, and they're walking on the field, and that just tells you pretty much what's going on in this game right now. 6:28 left in the third quarter. Bacon on its own, I called it the 29, on its own 24-yard line. Michael looks it over. We got wide splits down here. We got Bruce Brown in the backfield. Is that Bruce?
Yes.
Having trouble seeing his number from here.
It is.
We got twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Bring Peterson in motion. We turn, hand the ball off to Peterson. He gets the edge.
He gets the edge.
And
We're going to get a bad call back here.
I don't know what call that's going to be, but it's going to be a bad one.
I believe it's on our number 54, Dylan Parker. I think it's going to be holding. Yep.
And that's going to back us up 10. It's going to be 1st and 20.
Very unfortunate. There was no need, for that hold out there. We got the edge with plenty of room.
Well, it was right there in front of the white hat, so
Yeah.
he saw something, I don't know. It was not like he wants to slow that game down. I think they're out of Albany. They got a long way to go, baby.
They sure do. It's always fun when you can hear our fans
from all the way
12th
across.
man over here in the press box. I love it. I love it, Travis.
If we can
Let
hear it, I
them
know that
refs
white
know.
out hurt.
Yes, sir.
1st and about 20. We turn. There he
Whoa,
goes.
and this is going
Just
to be a
run,
touchdown.
baby. Just run.
I don't know.
Run.
He might get caught.
Just run. No, he's cutting off the angle. Just run. Get in. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dean.
Man, that was huge.
How
far was that?
I don't know. It was a long way.
I want to say it was an 80-yard touchdown pass.
It was every bit of 80. We started, where did we start? We started on our 24, and we had a 10-yard penalty. So that was from our 14, which makes it a 86-yard touchdown.
To Tyrone Dean. Man.
There you go. Reverend Dean's boy.
Yes, sir.
The preacher is happy tonight. Congratulations, Stefan. 5:59 left, 6 minutes left, 33-7, Bacon, and the romp is on.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Just exactly what you called, Joe. Brent, what you called, come out, score early.
Yep.
Now let's score often. Mesa, we need him to get in the game right here. He's doing good, but he needs to get some confidence, and boom, he bangs it through again, straight through. The other one was blocked. He's having a good night, 34-7, 5:59 left in the third. Come on, Red Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Horns up, baby. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country 104.3. Everybody, Mesa lines up to kick off from our 40. He just pooches it. They're going to catch it.
And they drop it.
He falls
He gets on it.
We're not going to try to let him do anything.
No.
He kicked it. Just if it was 2 foot farther, it'd been a perfect kick.
Number 12, boy, he was in there. Tamarius Moore. Boy, he was just about on that ball, too.
I can tell you one thing, our defense is going to be tired because they have been on the field all night long because we have scored so quick. That's the thing about it. Them jokers are saying, would y'all please run the ball?
Yeah.
Run it and eat up some time.
We just got so many weapons that it's just hard, for anybody right now to go man-to-man on us.
I wonder what the record for Bacon County touchdown passes in a single game. We got 5 right now.
Yep. Well, he's knocking on the door for that season record, and here we get him stopped, but not after a first down, and that could have easily almost went for a touchdown there had not our safety come in to get a hand on him. And hold him up long enough for our linebackers to come in and make a stop.
I know our defensive coaches are wanting this to end with 7 points. They're not wanting them to get back on the board. And if you ever played defense before, you know.
So the season touchdown record I said earlier was by Gary Graham, 15. I think Mason is at 13 on the season now.
We got movement in the backfield. It's going to call it dead. Somebody moved. 23 thought he was fixing to bust it, but he ain't. He's going to line up 5 yards deeper than where he started. So 5:04 left in the third.
You know, and I like to see our defensive coordinator over there, Coach Ragel's still coaching hard. You see him out here on the field. He's really given, I call it that, church play calls.
Well, Coach Ragel is the son of Coach Dan Ragel, who was many years at Ware County.
Very successful.
Very successful at Ware County. led him to play in a couple of state championships. Didn't win one yet, but still played in one. And I love those coaches that are sons of coaches. There's just a lot of football knowledge in that head. We got him wide. We got him spread out. Good job to Marcus Pruitt.
We turned him to the inside, but we didn't make the stop till he got about a 5-yard gain on the play.
Pruitt, with the exception of maybe one play when they're going wide that I can recall, Tamarcus Pruitt Sr. has played really good. He's done what he's supposed to do. Maybe not get all the tackles, but when they're sweeping wide, running wide, they got a lead blocker out that's trying to kick him out. And he is stymieing the guy, just putting him dead stopped and making the running back turn inside, which is his job. Unfortunately, there's been times tonight where we've not had linebackers, and here again, I'm just not beginning to. I don't understand, what's happening. I don't know if they're being reached or what the situation is, but and good play, play by 24. Cawthorn, very good play, just as we were talking about it.
You know, and he did that earlier, I think, in the second half. That the same play, same call, he come in and did the same thing.
He did. He is a spark plug, man.
He is.
And I want to say
he's
this.
Smart.
Yeah.
He is so smart.
Does he talk like his brother?
He talks more than his brother does.
Well, if he says hello.
Yeah.
Wesley, great young man, boy, but he was a man of few words.
Would you tell that boy, his brother, if you said run through that brick wall, he would do it. But he wouldn't tell you anything. He'd just go do it.
That's right. It's third and about 11. Third and 11 from Bacon's 44-yard line. And it's a passing situation. I don't know if they can't. Nope, they're going to hand the ball off wide and see if they can get a crease.
And they should be a
boom.
Good.
Come on,
There's going to be a holding call out there.
Yep. Trent Music come in and filled it in good. And just like you said to Marcus Pruitt, the play was made because of him. They were out holding him, and because they were holding him, we're going to back them up 10 yards.
And we really putting the pressure hard on them now. I give credit to our ends out here. Man, they are putting the pressure on their O-line hard.
We may decline this. It makes it 4th down and 11. I think I would back them up. Are they calling it against us? We do decline it.
Yep.
We do decline it, and we're going to let them punt.
And you got to watch that fake punt again here.
In this situation, what do you have to lose, really?
They got number 9 out to punt. He's not even on the books here.
No, that's their quarterback. I've not been able to find his number. We need to get lined up, bring Music over here to cover the slot man. Keon McMorris, he'll show him what it is if he catches it. They do a rugby-style kick, and they kick it straight to it. Nope, it's going to come up a little bit short, and it's going to come backwards down at the 21-yard line of Bacon County. 21-yard line of Bacon County. Tattnall County runs out their defense. They're limping, and we're sprinting. Our offense is still fresh.
They are.
I don't know how many plays we played. We hadn't played a lot.
No, and I still don't think time of possession that we've topped Tattnall County here for time of possession in the gameplay so far, Travis. But we've sure beat them on big plays.
No, but I will say, where we were not able to run the ball in the first quarter,
We have been able to.
we didn't try to run it in the second quarter. It was the air show, and now we've come out and we scored a touchdown, running the ball all the way down the field, and
Yep.
then a reverse pass for a touchdown. We up some clock. I look
And
for
then
us to
another
run it.
big pass we were running and opened up that 84-yard touchdown pass this last one.
Somebody that's listening that knows a little bit about the records, what is the touchdown pass record? We hand the ball. Oh, come on, Guyton. Oh, they catch him. Shoestring.
The
Good
only
tackle.
one I know of is touchdowns by an individual, and I want to think that it's 6, and it was back in around 2000. Who was the old rec director? Used to be at the rec department. Starlin. I think it was his boy. It may have been him, or I'm not for sure on that.
He threw that many touchdown passes?
No. He rushed or caught. He scored 6 touchdowns. It may have been. I'm not for sure. I could be completely way off on that. We're just. I'm guessing in the air here, but.
It's going to be second and seven from our own 23-yard line.
But I'm not sure about total passing touchdowns. Here we go. He's open. What a catch.
And a great throw by Michael. We continue to push the ball downfield. Come on, Boatwright. Be a senior. Great play, great pass by quarterback Michael. They continue to try to think they're going to man up on us outside.
That was about a 40-yard pass.
That may have been the most impressive pass of the night because he threw the ball away from the defender, led our receiver towards the sideline, just
in
led
full
him
stride.
open. And yeah, he's on tonight.
37-yard pass.
37 yards. We're on Tattnall's 39-yard line. 1st and 10, 129 left in the third. Michael's over 300 yards, according to Brent Johnson.
It's going to be a big night for him.
Yes.
And Terrion Moore.
And every other
yes.
They loving him right now.
And Tyrone Dean, 81 yards.
Yeah. And who we got
Guyton.
dancing? Is that Guyton dancing forward for about a 4-yard gain?
And I like them little movements like that.
Yep. If we can just spell him till he gets that ankle right, and that next week that open date's going to help him.
Yes, sir.
Going to help him.
Good 2 weeks healing time. Bruce Brown is back in.
Yep.
Running back.
Bruce hadn't got really cut loose tonight. He had a ball that may have been a touchdown that Michael threw off his back leg as he was sprinting to his left, trying to throw back against his body. Just a little bit more on it. Still should have been caught, but
we're letting the clock run here as much as possible.
I don't blame him. No, yes. Well, I know we're not going to be able to carry it down to the end of quarter. We're going to have to get one more play, but
we hand it off to Bruce. He gets through the line of scrimmage, gets through the linebackers, and gets stopped right here for about a 12-yard gain.
And the home fans are booing. It looked to me like we were not set.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the headset on, and they're telling me that was our fans saying Bruce. It wasn't booing. So we're going to take a timeout. Joe, give us a little bit of our sponsors right here, and we'll take a timeout and bring you the fourth quarter.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Every time we go to a break, could have been interference if there was anybody, if it was a catchable ball. But he was trying to, it looked to me like Michael was trying to throw a comeback a little bit, or maybe a back. It wouldn't have been a back shoulder because it was an out pattern.
And Evan Rouse comes in.
It looked like he was trying to bring him back a little bit. It looked like he was farther off than what it really was. Riles comes in as quarterback, senior, number 27, Evan Riles. Yeah, turns and hands the ball off to Riles. No, there goes Michael. He goes pulling it. He's looking. Oh my
They
goodness!
gonna call a hold.
Got
Are you
another
kidding
hold.
me?
Way out wide.
What
Way
the
out
hold?
wide.
That was a good block.
Against Boatwright.
That was a good block. I mean, it'll be a spot foul, so we'll get it about. It'll be second and 5.
It's gonna be about second and 5 is what they're saying. It was about almost a 20-yard, 18-yard pickup, something like that, where they got it spotted. It looks like to me. So the penalty was actually about 12 yards from the line of scrimmage, and they had. I have no idea what that call is. Maybe illegal participation. We're going to play the ball. We're going to play the play again. And it's going to continue to be 2nd and 10.
Huh, that was an interesting call.
Offsetting penalties.
Yeah. Offsetting had to be.
Had to be. There was 2 calls on the play. We got Trent Music actually lined up wide. And a number 42 that we have lined up wide. I don't have a name.
No, we don't have a name on him.
Riles in the backfield. Hand the ball off to Riles. He takes it straight ahead for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. 3rd and 6.
And again, just a little backstory on Riles. Great parents. He was homeschooled. Came to Bacon County last year as a junior, and decided this year, his senior year, he wanted to try out for football. And first year ever in his life playing football. And tell you
Made
what,
a running back.
He has made a running back, and this is about the 3rd time in varsity play he's got some playing time.
And we just took quarterback Michael out. We've took Terry on out. And we still got our starting offensive line. Let's see what our quarterback can do with the first team offensive line. Hands the ball off to Riles. He's met in the hole. Thrown down for no gain, if any gain. It's going to be 3rd down from the 35.
No, that's going to be 4th down.
4th down from the 25-yard line. 4th and 7 for Bacon. 10:20 left in the 4th quarter. Your Bacon County Red Raiders are up 34-7 over Tattnall.
And our quarterback is number 19, Nakasi Batten. Nakusi Batten.
Can I go Nikosi?
Nikosi. There we go. We hit all 3 angles of it. Pronunciations, not angles, but. And
there's Riles. He got a crease. He's going to get a 1st down. Go, big boy.
Great run by Riles. My goodness. And he was carrying a fella on his back there for about 3 more yards. And Riles hitting, but about 5'3", 4.
In his shoes.
Yes, sir.
I'm standing up. Come out of my chair.
This is exciting. I tell you what, again, if this JV can score here, our sideline's going to go crazy over here. You players, they worked hard. They've put up a good score here, but to let these young guys come out and put up a score too, that's going to be big.
Sure is. Batten looks over the defense, takes the snap, turns and hands the ball off again to Riles. About goes forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. We're going to ride the big boy.
I just like Riles' aggressive downhill style.
He just runs straight ahead.
He is, again, not a big kid, but he runs aggressive downhill.
He does. It's about a 2-yard gain. I'm sorry. It's going to be second
And he's
8.
quick.
Second and 8 from about the 12-yard line of Tattnall.
Travis, you got me standing up now.
Hand the ball wide. Looks like it's
Maybe
going to be a motion penalty
Yep.
against us. Our tight end was set, and then he lifted up again, went back down. And I think that's going to be the call. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be second and about 12, maybe 13. And we had a crease.
We did.
We had a crease. I don't know that we were going to be able to score off of it. But I tell you what, if we break their line of scrimmage right here, they have no safety in the middle of the field. They know we're going to run it. Our offensive line is starting to take this thing over.
And their linebackers are about 2 yards off of the line of scrimmage, so they're bunched up.
There goes Batten. He's quick.
Man.
He's dancing. They get in.
He got in.
Batten.
Good job, Batten. And should have been a horse collar on that at the end, too, but I think they're going to let it ride.
And just like you said, the sideline has erupted.
Yes, sir. They are jumping up and down. They meeting these players coming off the field.
And
that is exciting stuff.
Let me tell you the first one off the field to congratulate them boys. Terrion
Yes, sir.
Moore. Terrion Moore and running back.
And that's just being a
Bruce
leader.
Brown. Yes.
That's being a leader right there.
Absolutely. Some happy players. We need to go ahead and put Mason's arm on ice. Let him get loose for the next game.
So I'm getting told it's Cosi Batten.
Nkosi. Okay.
Nkosi.
They just call him Cosi.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have 3 or 4 typographical errors here on our roster, so that's something we might need to get changed up. It catches me off every once in a while.
Did we miss the extra point? I wasn't paying attention. We did. Missed the extra point, 40 to 7. High snap on the extra point. 8:14 left. Was a high snap on the Burt CPA.
And do y'all know how many yards was that? Did he rush in for that touchdown?
About 13 yards.
13 yards.
40 to 7, 8:14 left. 40 to 7. What's the running clock? 30 points in the fourth quarter. We may be fixing to go to a running clock, and if it does, it's not going to take us long to get out of here. Number 19, Batten just scored. He's doing the kickoff duties right here. They whistle it. He approaches the ball, and he kicks it. Pretty good kick.
Yeah, it's a good leg there.
They like to go wide.
They come up the middle.
Yes, and we covered it well. They're up to about the 37-yard line. They're on 37. They're going to run it according to Brent. Thanks, Brent Johnson up here with us. He may join us on the air in a couple of weeks. Get his expertise.
Well, I tell you, that third wheel always helps because we got, and he's doing it too. He's doing video over here, recording the game for us so it can get uploaded when we get home. And I'm sitting here putting stats down and trying to put it on social media. And
well, Brent, he is like me and you, Joe. He's got a face made for radio too.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't get a big smile out of that one, Travis.
And they go wide, and they're dancing. This running back's wanted to get turned loose all game. We drag him down. Brady Cawthorn brings him down after about a 10-yard gain, 9-yard gain. Let's see if they're going to give him a first down. They are giving him a first down, so it's right at a 10-yard gain. Tattnall on their own 47-yard line. And we've kind of emptied everything. We've got freshmen everywhere.
We do.
Everywhere. Let's see. We got Trent Music. Is he the only starter?
Yeah. So we just keeping him back here for a safety net because with this wing tee, they can find space pretty quick
Well, that was a sweet move by their running back, number 23. We had a beat on him, and he just shifted to the left a little bit and missed him, but he got off balance and fell. But he fell forward for about a 6-yard gain. Tattnall comes across the 50-yard line down on our 47-yard line.
Man, what a
Second and
night for
about
Bacon
4.
County.
Yeah,
This is
beautiful.
just exciting stuff.
Beautiful night, beautiful night. I was worried about this game, to be
Yes.
honest with you.
Well, and just looking at the athletic ability of their defense is what worried me the most, especially with them being that brave and loading the box and going man-to-man, and they kept us covered, and the time of possession kept me worried with the amount of time that they run off in that first half. But, it literally didn't take us but 2-3 minutes to put up 21 points on the board.
That's exactly right. And we were striking from deep.
Yes.
But our coaches, kudos to them, just like good coaches do, they called the plays that matched up their defense. They turn and hand the ball off. No
he
quarterback
pulls it.
keeps it. He's got that run-pass option. He throws it out wide. Pretty play. That may be one of the prettiest plays they had all night.
And a good job by our defense with this many freshmen out there. It was enough to get a first down, but that play could have easily went to the house had we got it out of assignment on our defensive scheme there.
Tackled by number 31, Hudson Boatwright. Congratulations, young man. It's going to be 1st and 10 from our 25-yard line, 5:24 left in the game. Clock is running, continuous clock. And they hand it to 23.
Oh, we're going to get him down.
Great play. Who
number
is that?
10?
That
number
is
10.
Number 10 for us.
Xavier Williams.
Xavier Williams, a junior, comes up and makes a great tackle. Good play. They stiff-armed him in the face, but he fought it off, grabbed jersey, and snatched him down for no gain. It'll be second
And it's
and
that
10
second
for the
effort
25.
you like to see out of these young kids like that, because they're hungry too. You know.
Yeah, they want to play. They work their tail off.
Yep.
They are blocking dummies a lot of times.
Yes, sir. And you get beat all week. It's nice to be able to come out and return a little bit of a punishment to somebody else.
4:32 left. They turn and hand the ball off. Their timing's off a little bit. They're dancing.
Oh, and
They're
he makes a
dancing.
good spinning move, a good kick out.
He may score.
Yep, he might get in there. Nope.
21 for us.
Wow.
Kewan McMorris keeps them from scoring, but they did wind up down inside the 5 at about the 4.5.
And I handed to
Or, I'm sorry,
Kewan
3.5 yard
yeah,
line.
I handed to Kewan on that play because he laid as good as a stiff arm on him 3 times. And he continued to fight to stay in there to keep him out of the end zone.
We bring in number 71, Jaquan O'Neal, big boy. I like them O'Neal boys playing football.
Oh, yeah. Again, it's 1st and goal. Ball's on the 4.
They're going to try to score just to make it feel a little bit better.
3 minutes and 38 seconds. Clock's rolling. Scores Bacon 40. Tattnall 7.
Hand it off. You're going to throw, and it's going to be a touchdown pass. He paid
Not
for it,
without
though.
paying for it.
Yeah, he got just about split in
Man, I
half.
handed to him to hold on. That's the hardest ball to hold on to as a receiver right there when you take a blindside hit. And
guess who? Number 2.
yep, he's struggling to get off the field here. That one, he's going to feel that tomorrow.
He's going to feel a lot of what happened to him tonight tomorrow. That
Oh.
boy he's had a knee injury, he's
Yep.
had a headache, now he's got a hip injury because he got smacked. And I don't know if they're going for 2, they're going to try to kick it. If I'm then, I'm kicking it, but it looks like they're going to try to go for 2 real quick. I don't know the purpose of that, but
Well, they're like you said earlier, their kicker here, hasn't
no.
done very well in what they have shown.
Bring number 4 in motion. Quarterback
Right.
rolls out. He throws, and he catches
Yep,
it.
he
Big
hangs
tight
on
end.
to it.
Yeah. For a 2-point conversion with 3:05 left, Bacon County 40, Tattnall County 15. But this game's been over since midway the 3rd, guys. Next week we have an open date. I'm sure coaches are excited about the open date so they can get a little bit of
Yes.
rest and some of our players can get a little bit of rest and we can recoup getting ready to go in against Jeff Davis, who was up 22-6 against Long.
Okay.
2 weeks from tonight. Well, I thought it was going to be a running clock, but they've stopped it at 3:05.
I know. Well, now that the score.
We don't.
So it came back and down. Does that stop the running clock, being you're back under 30? A few things here for the Touchdown Club. We do have our $100 raffle ticket sale. Only 310 tickets sold. Chance to win $10,000. All proceeds go to help Red Raider football. That is going to be next weekend, October 10th, 11th, somewhere at Saturday, whatever date that is.
Let's see, is Batten coming back in at quarterback? Tattnall kicks off, and we run it out of bounds at about the 44-yard line or on 44-yard line.
And we're still selling tickets for the Duck Taylor Scholarship Fund, Coach Duck Taylor Scholarship Fund. Chance to win a smoker. They're $2 a piece. You can get with any of our Touchdown Club members. If you would like one of the $100 chance to win $10,000 cash giveaway. And there's more ways to win on that. So every 25th ticket drawn, starting with number 1, wins a cash prize. So you've got pretty good odds there of winning some good money, and also winning, if we sell all tickets, 1 in 310 chance of winning $10,000.
Isn't it right that the last draw and all the tickets go back in?
No.
It's not?
No.
You win one, you come back out. You come out, you're
That's
done.
it.
You're done. Hand the ball off to number 25.
So what we do is we sell 300 tickets, and then we auction off 10 tickets during the raffle. So when we get the 100 tickets pulled, we'll auction off 2 tickets. So if you got pulled out, you have a chance you can buy back in.
Do you have to be present to win?
No, do not. And if you make it to the final 5 and all 5 of you decide to split, then all 5 of you go home with $2,000 each. Mm-hmm. So far, every year we've done it, when we made it to the final 5, all final 5 decided, let's go to the house with $2,000.
Well, I got my ticket. Y'all better hope I don't make it to the final 5.
You're going to say let it roll?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Travis, I wouldn't think you'd do it any other way. My wife, she's the same way.
1:48 left in this game. We appreciate you staying with us so much. And there goes quarterback Dean. He throws it.
Hey, it was a 4 pass.
Yeah.
Holy cow,
45.
Travis. One man. Wow. Look at the guys on the sideline over there. Boy, they hustling.
Crazy. And we just don't have a name for 45. I'm sorry. Probably someone just up from the JV that.
No, 45 is Stephen Morgan, freshman.
It was 42 we didn't have.
Yeah, 42 we didn't have one.
Good job, Stephen.
And he's probably on here. They may have just changed his number.
Right.
They have him listed on here as a different number.
We're still calling. And everybody on our team is up watching the game.
They ain't nobody left from our visitor stands over there neither. They all still here.
Well, we're happy. They remember last year. Whew. And the ball off 25, O'Neal. He busted. He's going to score.
Wow.
Get out of here, boy.
They running on the field. Look at them. How big of a run? He was, that was 19-yard rushing touchdown.
19-yard rushing touchdown, 33 seconds left. We're going to line up for an extra point. And I don't know, is Batten going to kick it? No, we're going to let Abraham Mesa kick it. Exactly what we need to be doing here. .46 right now, 46-15, pending point after. Good snap, good job. Boom,
Good
best
kick.
kick of the
Boom.
night. Right down the middle. 47-15 with 33 seconds left. Be sure tomorrow night at 7:30. University of Georgia
Yes, sir.
versus Auburn.
Boy, we better bring a little bit better game than we brought last week. No, I mean, we came away with the win, and I give Stetson Bennett, we played him, Bacon County. We played against him when he was
He
at Pierce
shredded us
County,
for
and
3
man,
years.
holy cow. But we did top him his senior year. Beat him 41-40. Yeah,
I remember
41-40.
that game. That was one of the craziest
And they went
games.
for it on the 2-point conversion to go for the win, and we stopped him at about the 1 yard line.
Boy, you take
Oh, my
pleasure
goodness.
in
Demetrius Williams.
Oh, Demetrius.
Yeah, he made that stop on that play from the back side of the play, too.
Well, we don't like Tech. We don't respect Florida. But Auburn, we just hate them. Good old-fashioned hate. That's
Yep.
the name of the game. And Auburn come off with a second-year quarterback, Bo Nix, with a very experienced receivers crew that is going against our defense, is very strong secondary. The answer that the question that we have at Georgia is, what is our offense going to look like tomorrow? And Mesa kicks the ball off. Their number 1 grabs the ball. He's trying to go wide. We stop him, force him back inside.
He finds
He's
a hole.
quick. And
He's cutting back, but we're going to stop him here. He's going to get inside our territory on the. They're going to mark it on the 40.
17 seconds left. They stop the clock. And there's going to be one more play left. We're going to pack this money-making show up and head back to Alma.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate Paul Dean. He's with us every Friday night back at the studio and does a great job. We appreciate him staying with us
Very
and
much
allowing
so.
us to carry this great program continuing. And I like the fact that we're on a hometown radio station, 104.3.
And I sure enjoy it, Travis. I'm very thankful to be able to be here and to do this. And, man, I love Red Raider football, and just to be able to have the privilege to do this to me is an honor. To do it with you as well, Travis. Brent Johnson up here with BCTV. We just got a great team going. Congratulations to Coach Goss, his coaching staff, and a huge, huge congratulations to our Red Raiders. And Raider Nation's congratulations to you.
Amen.
I mean, this is a big win for our fans. This is a big win for Alma, Georgia, and that's ball game right there.
Ball game, your Bacon County Red Raiders 47, Tattnall County Battle Creek Warriors 15. Bacon County comes on the road